wow, what a year it's been for the Short Breaks Bureau. Things have changed so much, but it's great to see how we can help carers in many ways than we ever did before.
I agree, Stephen. We've actually been able to continue to support our amazing carers in so many different ways that we'd never have thought possible during a pandemic, with all the digital interaction that we've been able to use to continue to provide support to our carers.
For me, though, Sharon, it was amazing that we were able to access more funding for carers to have breaks during the pandemic and help them through that challenging time.
Yeah, and it's been great seeing our carer support workers helping our carers to identify their outcomes and their adult carer support plans.
Especially those that were met with a short break, you know, given how challenging things have been the past year and a bit with social restrictions, lockdown, and just everything else that the pandemic brought with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've really enjoyed seeing the on-demand wellbeing video library get set up, and there's been really brilliant feedback from carers that have been using it, just saying that it's really helped them when they've needed a short break for their caring role because they can access it anytime, day or night.
Yeah, well, actually, just to echo what you just said there, Sharon, I know especially I had some feedback from carers, you know, that because, you know, their caring role, work commitments and just other things that are going on in their life day to day, just having that chance to access it for that wee 5 minutes at any time, any day has been a great support for them, actually.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And another thing I've been really impressed with is how creative the carers have been when they're identifying their own short break opportunities. They really have been thinking outside of the box when they've been coming up with ideas. Remember the chicken coop?
Yes, I was going to say that. That has to be my favourite, I must say. And you know, I've heard that story being shared so many times, but I think it's a great example of how you can really, as you say, Sharon, think outside the box. But that's going to provide that carer with ongoing regular short breaks, you know, not just like a kind of a one break, if you like. I love that story. It's got to be my favourite. But another thing that I've actually noticed is we've been quite busy registering carers with carers cards.
We have, that's one of the things. It's been really helpful to carers, I think, especially during the pandemic, because we've had so many carers worried about going out during the lockdown, for example, and it's just having that carer card so that they feel as though they can identify themselves as a carer, and they can use it when they're maybe going to appointments with their cared for, or when they're out public transport, or maybe when they're out doing their shopping as well.
But that's what we want, Sharon, and that's kind of, you know, that's the idea, and that's great because we want carers to use it for purposes like that, but also to access, you know, the kind of many discounts from local services and attractions and everywhere else you can use it, especially now though, that, you know, things are starting to open back up again, and we will continue to be working hard to identify more discounts to offer than ever before.
Yeah, and you know, the feedback on the new digital carer card has been really positive as well.
Yeah, actually, just touching on that, I've had feedback from carers to say, you know, how they found it so handy to be able to just download the app and having it on their phone, and it's actually really easy to use. So
yeah, and you know, another thing as well that's been really great to see, the hospitality sector starting to reopen again.
Yeah,
we're really looking forward to being able to work with businesses again that provide the hospitality opportunities for carers in the future, and I think now especially that we're starting to get back to some kind of normal.
Yeah, well, I think we can agree, Sharon, that it's been a busy yet fulfilling year for the Short Breaks team, and we're looking forward to more opportunities coming our way.
Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. Some of our carers have told us how they felt about the breaks that they've accessed during this past year. Here are a few of their stories.
My name is Brian Finnan. I'm a carer for my wife Avril. It's like a full-time job, really, more than anything else. Sometimes it can be quite stressful. A lot of times it's just great, but every day is different. There are no 2 days the same. It's a labour of love, you could say. Something's got to be done. It's great to get away from your normal environment, and especially what's been going on the last year and a half. You know, it's kind of added a wee bit more stress to the situation as it already is. And but the breaks they've been a big help to us over the years. You know. And we just kind of get away, and it's just a different environment altogether, because I'm into photography and video kind of stuff and editing kind of things, and the carers went and gave me the money to buy software. I got it about last March, and it's magic stuff. The things you can do with it, stuff, and that's like a wee kind of it's like a pressure valve for me. It kind of eases it. It's loose time. Know that my wife's never far away anyway. You know, she needs me, but just to do things and concentrate on that rather than what's for dinner tomorrow. Oh, I've got to clean this. I've got to wash that. But just to get away for a break is it's like Christmas, I suppose. Just you look forward to it and get away, and when you come back, you feel revived. You feel kind of the batteries are charged up a wee bit more.
Hello, my name's Linda Parker. I look after my daughter Isla, and she suffers from a 1p36 deletion. This presents itself as learning disabilities and mobility issues. For me, lockdown was hard. Isla was in my full-time care, and to be honest, she can be very demanding. She knows what she wants, but she doesn't have the capacity to achieve it. So she just shouts out her orders to me. To add to that, my husband was confined to bed for 6 weeks, so I spent all my time running up and down stairs, attending to both their needs. With my grant money, I purchased a Cricut Joy cutting machine. I've always enjoyed crafting and making cards for friends and family in particular. Crafting gives me something to focus on and forget about my caring responsibilities for a while. Unfortunately, I don't have as much strength in my hands as I used to, and this machine takes over all the effort. It has opened up a whole new world for me as I design my own projects on my laptop, and it automatically cuts them out. The machine also can cut out other materials such as vinyl, so I can use it to customise things like Isla's wheelchair. This has made quite a difference to my life. It has allowed me to spend some me time and take time out of the caring role to concentrate on something that I'm enjoying. Because I can lose myself in crafting, it makes such a difference, and I don't need to worry about Isla when I'm doing it.
हाय, मेरा नाम राशिदा अली है। मैं अपनी मदर इन लॉ की और अपने बेटे की केयरस हूँ। मुझे इससे बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदा हुआ। तो जब मैंने ट्रेडमिल लिया तो मैं उस पे एक्सरसाइज करती हूँ। मुझे जैसे बैक प्रॉब्लम थी, मैं हेडेक स्ट्रेस ले रही थी, मैं घर से बाहर नहीं जा सकती थी, मेरे अपने आप को वीक फील कर रही थी, तो मुझे पता नहीं मैं क्या करूं, किस तरह करूं। तो फिर जब मैंने ट्रेडमिल लिया तो मैं जब भी दिन में टाइम मिलता है 5 मिनट 10 मिनट 15 मिनट मैं उससे एक्सरसाइज करती हूँ। तो मैं अपनी मदर इन लॉ के पास भी होती हूँ, मुझे फिक्र नहीं होता भी वो अकेली है। मैं काफी बेटर फील कर रही हूँ। मेरी बैक में जो प्रॉब्लम थी, तो मेरे हस्बैंड है, वो भी, उसको भी थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है, वो भी, मेरी फैमिली भी बहुत यूज करती है, उससे बहुत फायदा हुआ हम सबको।